Let me ask Professor Reddy first. Professor Reddy, we understand that you have major objections with Peter Heehs's book, but is it necessary to want him to be expelled from the country altogether? He has been there for 40 years. He's been doing work that is widely respected. Can you not agree to disagree with his view?
Well, first I will not speak about the expulsion at the beginning. I will first speak about the book. Well, I have read the book twice and I do not find it acceptable. But I would also like to say that the managing trustee of the Sri Aurobindo Ashram has himself said that the book has crossed all limits of decency. It is derogatory of Sri Aurobindo, and it is something which should be, the reach should be limited as much as possible. At the same time, we have also got a gentleman by name Manoj Das, who has received a prize from the government of India, a very great novelist, Oriya in English, who has said that the book is very bad for Sri Aurobindo and the ashram. This is our general opinion. As to why it is bad, that I will take a little later. There are three things which you must remember. First of all, he has violated Indian law by impersonating as the founder of the archives, as the curator and the director of historical research, which has been denied by the trustees themselves in writing.
Professor Reddy, I'm sorry to interrupt you because, I do have limited time. My question then really is that do you think that having him leave India is the only just way to do this? Is there another way where you can agree to disagree?
See, there are two other things which I will have to mention, otherwise you will not understand. The two other things are that he has violated the copyright laws, for which he has even himself accepted that he has violated the laws, and he has also done intellectual property theft. Now, he has gone against the law of the country. This is a crime from that point of view. Now, let the law take its course. That's all. We don't come into the picture at all.
But you don't feel that
violations.
You don't feel that there's a lack of tolerance here for respecting a different point. You may disagree with his point of view, and you're entitled to completely disagree with his work. But is it necessarily to have the book banned? Is it necessary to have him thrown out of the country? Do you think that's necessary?
That is not my business. He has committed certain crimes and gone against the Indian law. It is the government which has to decide now, right? What we have to say is this.
Okay, let me just get Mr. Angad Vora.
Institution.
Mr. Vora, I know you disagree with that view. You know Peter Heehs yourself very, very well. This is a sensitive case, so he didn't want to talk about it himself on a full-fledged program. But, there is this long-standing debate about freedom of speech in this country. We've just had it when Salman Rushdie was here at the Jaipur Festival. How much, where are the limits of freedom of expression? When it does hurt the sentiments of a particular community, does it go too far?
You see, you've used the correct words, hurting the sentiments. I think if Peter is guilty of anything, it's of having hurt some people's sentiments. I don't think there is anything libelous or slanderous in the book. I think Peter's reputation as a researcher, other well-known people have said of him, he's an acute researcher. He's somebody who's able to really go through a great deal of detail and bring out subtleties and nuances of, different aspects of Sri Aurobindo's life, for example. But having said all that, I'm not in a position to accuse him or defend him of being a criminal. I don't think he's a criminal. I think what's happening here is the instrument of, expulsion, this power of expulsion is being used to dominate the man and to get him to recant. And I think that's a rather poor reflection on intellectual debate. I mean, if somebody has brought out a book which has offended some sentiments, but factually I don't think one could really question it, but let's leave that aside. It's the sentiments that have come up, and too often we are seeing sentiments trying to decide whether Salman Rushdie should be allowed to be here, or whether there was a temple in Ayodhya or not.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news, and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.